Like, J Scoop, they ruined the gang, man. You're not even around.
Reggie, it's a rarity. We deserve a rock.
We do deserve better, Scoop. Like, at least there are fans that care about who we are and where we come from, man.
The Rams, the really Reggie. Reggie?
Yeah, Scoop?
Pass the ruts.
Oh, man, let me get off my second puff, man.
Reggie?
Yeah, Scoop?
I'm hungry.
Let's get some donuts and some Scooby snacks. Are you paying it?
I'm a rock with a reason enemy.
Oh, man. You should get disability to pay for all these Scooby snacks.
Welcome, everybody. I'm RJ of The Nerdy Brew, and here on this channel, we talk TV, movies, and everything in between, all while drinking a cup of coffee. Now, if you like one of those things or all of those things, why don't you consider subscribing, and hit that notification bell and becoming a fellow Brewster. So today, fellow Brewsters, we're going to do a reaction to Mystery Incorporated. And Mystery Incorporated is a fan-made project that they produced on YouTube. And I just kind of want to discuss it and get on with it because it seems like a lot of people and everyone is disappointed with what happened with Velma. And with Velma, I seen the first episode, and watching it, I'm like, who is this show for? And the show seems to be Scooby-Doo characters, only in name only, and there's no Scooby. You know, there's race swapping, and I don't have a problem with race swapping in itself, but if the characters are designed to be the characters of who they are, then let the characters be who they're supposed to be. Because even with the race swapping, it took away the characteristics and their attributes. And for example, there's Jack Reacher. And Jack Reacher, described in the book, he's Caucasian. And not only of him being Caucasian, he's 220 pounds and he's 6'4". That is not Tom Cruise. That is Alan Richardson, and Alan Richardson was already in shape, and he got in the best shape that he could be to be character accurate to what the audience already knows about this character. You know what I mean? So Tom Cruise could do no wrong, but to just be accurate to the source material, it just seems like that's fine to do so to carry on the narrative and the legacy that they're trying to do. Like, I don't understand why they would do what they do with Fred. And I know the climate of the world is down with the non-melanin, or, put them down, or the dominant society, I should say, and also down with the patriarchy. And I just feel like that's a disservice to Fred. He has always been caring for his friends in the group. A jock. He wasn't never really rich. He just was a dude with an ascot to make himself feel like he was someone who was affluent, but he was never that kind of person. And then putting him in a place of being such a pathetic individual, I just felt like that's a disservice to Fred as a character, and not only Fred as a character, but trying to move forward the story. And then also what they did with Shaggy. Okay, cool. You made Shaggy black. Shaggy's a prominent character. Why not make him black? Shaggy race doesn't really need to be attributed as long as he got the core characteristics. But the problem is, first of all, this dude is not Shaggy. And then secondly, why for him to be pining or having this crush, smitten with Velma, not a problem, but for him to be so pathetic at it, and he's like Norbit, with a man who doesn't have a lot of gumption. And Shaggy has been more scared of his situations than who he was as a person. So I just feel like, why would you try to use him as black representation to take away his core characteristics and his character traits. So I feel like they're trying to be all inclusive, but it's also a disservice to the outcome and the message of that. And then also you have these adult jokes that are in the show, and all the adult jokes are very unfunny. They have this first scene, especially the show is very meta, and it being meta, it's always self-referential and also picking fun at other adult content. And they have this scene of all these girls being naked in the bathroom, and it's like these girls is 15, and my daughter is going to be 15 in 5 years. So it's like, are we being okay with YouTube is here, so I gotta watch my words. Is it okay to portray those young women in adult situations for other adults to look at? And I thought that we're supposed to be against that, but I feel like that has always been an underlying tone in Hollywood. So I felt like them trying to have that. And it's like, oh, it's okay because it's animated, but it's not okay because it's the message, the content behind it. So I felt like, why, what is that there for? Cockroaches having intercourse. And it's like, why? And like, I don't even know if they do. I don't even know if roaches do. Like, I don't know if they lay eggs like fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't looked into the anatomy and biology of what roaches do. But even if they were doing that scenario, it's like, why? Who is this for? What was the purpose of all of this? And then with them doing that, it just trying to be edgy has not, it didn't work out for them. And edgy has to be placed with great commentary, and the great commentary and edginess with the humor comes with like shows like South Park and Rick and Morty for the adult audience. The teams behind those two shows of Rick and Morty and South Park are brilliant.
Yeah, remember Alex? Remember? Hey, remember Ghostbusters? Oh, I remember Slimy? Oh,
and I just feel like the edginess in this show was just a lot of forceage where it didn't need to have all that forceage. And it just seems like the writer's room and Mindy Kaling, and I have no problem with Mindy Kaling. Like, this work that she did was not good work, but I'm not going to write her off in my mind to say that, you know, she's a horrible person or whatever. I don't know her personally, but this work that happened seemed to be like a circle jerk, very homogenous, and just an echo chamber of these like ideologies and thoughts that normal people are not thinking about. And they're throwing in like references of stereotypes that I've never even heard of, that don't that don't even matter. And like a boxing story or a boxing protagonist in a movie, and he's not Asian. Like, one of the best boxers is coming out of Japan right now, so I'm gonna put his image up here. So it's like, wow, yo, like, that's a real thing. So like, where did the stereotype come from? So that was crazy. So I just feel like the commentary within the show is super thin and very surface level, and it's not impactful how they trying to have it be. And I feel like I have loved Scooby-Doo as far back. Scooby-Doo has an amazing catalog of things, of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? I just remember watching that on Sundays. Cartoon Network had their block of those shows. What was it? Boomerang. Before they had the Boomerang channel, of making all the old content, they had the Boomerang like Sunday block of like all of that stuff. And Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? was like the only thing that they were playing for a long time while they were dealing with licenses. And so, yeah, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Scooby-Doo and Scrappy, with their dynamic and changing things up. And Scrappy was a very unique addition to the lore. And then there was the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo with Vincent Price, For those who don't know, Vincent Price. And then there was also What's New Scooby-Doo. That was when I was like a teenager, and I would watch that before going off into my school days. And then there was my favorite, which is amazing, which is, I talked about it in my top 10 of top 10 underrated cartoons, which I'll show here, is Mystery Incorporated, the animated version. So like with all of that, like Scooby-Doo has a rich history to pull from. So I understand creative licensing and creative like freedom and liberties, but there's a lot of foundation where you can cater to something from the source material that's already there to improve upon it. And whatever the antonym is for improve, they did a disservice with this show, Velma. And I just want to give you guys some Scooby-Doo references of great Scooby-Doo content if you have a bad taste of Velma. So these things will be things that you might enjoy if you're looking to fix that Scooby-Doo itch that you have. So first and foremost, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island came out in 1998. I feel like that show or that movie was just like flipped on the head of like, boom, this is what we're doing. And then there was Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. There's Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire, right? Scooby-Doo Mask of the Blue Falcon. Great superhero movie. Hanna-Barbera can never go wrong with Blue Falcon. And then there's Scoob of 2020. And I'll talk about it here if you want to go check that out. And then I must give you this recommendation of Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. No, it's called Scooby Apocalypse, excuse me. And Scooby Apocalypse was written by Keith Griffin, J.M. DeMantis, and the art is by Jim Lee and Alex Sinclair. And that comic book came out in 2016, I think. And it is like The Last of Us mixed with Scooby-Doo blended together, right? And it's Scooby and the gang thrown in this apocalyptic situation where the world and regular humans get turned into monsters due to government interference. So that's a little bit like The Last of Us, a little bit of like Resident Evil, like, and it's Scooby and the gang trying to solve the problem, deal with the dystopian future of this world, and also solve the overarching case. And it's really gritty. It has beautiful color style, great animation. It stays true to the characters. It grows out the character dynamics of especially Velma. You learn a lot more about Velma, and you learn about her place within the story of how influential she is. Shaggy is a hipster. Daphne is like, what do you call it? She's very masculine. She has a very alpha personality in there. And Scooby, he talks from technology. So it's not just him being a talking dog. He has, there's a reason for him to talk because they are in the distant future. Not too far in the distant future, but like the near future. They're in the near future with updated technology, and they have this decked out mystery machine. So yeah, that I recommend that. And I also want to recommend my favorite is the animated version of Mystery Incorporated. And with the animated version of Mystery Incorporated, it grows on the characters' family. It grows on the characters' dynamics. It builds on who they are, builds on their relationships. It has an overarching story between the two seasons. Between each episode, they are solving mysteries, but within solving mysteries, there's this giant one for their town, and there was a previous Mystery Inc. So it is a legacy title of Mystery Inc. with past figures who are involved in solving crimes. And like Scooby and the gang are like the newest iteration, and they have good mysteries each episode, still within the lore, but it has scary monsters within the show. And then it has great jokes. Like one of my favorite jokes, Vivica A. Fox portrays a character inside the show, and she gives them some clues to go solve a mystery. Of course, that's what the show's about. And she's like, all right, y'all, be safe. And Shaggy is like, don't tell us what to do. It's just those kind of like that kind of humor. It's like a standout within the show. And they are catering to an audience that grew up with them, but it's also good for children. So I definitely recommend that show. And if I could ever talk about Mystery Incorporated, I will. It's such a brilliant show.
Fred, I think I've read every magazine in your house. What's that?
No, don't.
Traps Illustrated? Freddy!
But with all that being said, and I'm 15 minutes in, we're going to watch Mystery Incorporated, this pilot episode. I've already reacted to the trailer when I first started out the channel, and my camera was bad and I couldn't get it to work and whatever. But I was like, yo, I like doing YouTube, so I'm gonna put it up. But so now this is the full episode. This is an hour-long episode, and I feel like we need to watch it. And also, I liked Riverdale all the way up until the 7th season. I didn't like that 7th season. They gave the characters powers. And I like how ridiculous the show was. It was like a guilty pleasure for me. And I feel like Scooby-Doo of Mystery Incorporated of the show, I think it lends itself to have a gritty, realistic take. But at the same time, if you're allowed to cater to the characters, I think that Scooby-Doo is able to do so. But let's get on to that. Thank you for sitting down and having this cup of coffee with me. I will have chapters. I know a lot of people have short attention spans, but this is about, it's not about me. It's like, no, it's about us having coffee together.
Welcome to Coolsville. A town once stuck in the past, but ever improving, striving towards its bright future. It's a quaint and pleasant town,
Coolsville.
the type you read about in stories with warm, happy endings.
Oh, this was backed by fans, by the way.
Fueled by the
So, like,
pride of its
people
residents,
donated for this to become a thing.
and honored for all of their achievements. Yet, most are blissfully ignorant.
Like J-Scoop.
Our story begins, as I see it, with what happened in the beginning of all.
I really love the parallels with Riverdale because Jughead in Riverdale is the one who's narrating about him and the kids, the Archie gang. What happened? Oh my God, was that a straight demon? That's how they doing this? Oh my goodness. I didn't think that was gonna be the case. I did not think that was gonna be the case. I really thought that was gonna be a real killer. But you know what? If you watch Mystery Incorporated, the cartoon, they put in the monsters really well.
There she is, my sweet, beautiful little girl.
Good morning, Mother. Does Reginald have breakfast prepared?
Of course. That man is a wizard in the kitchen.
Starving. French toast?
French toast! Daphne's sweetheart, that's nothing but fat and carbs. This is a big week for
It's
you.
delicious.
Homecoming queen is a big responsibility, and a queen must look and act like royalty.
This is great.
We're back on no carbs, okay?
This is great.
Promise me.
I promise.
For them to grow on teenage pressures and parental pressures from other parents, like,
That means everything.
that's fire.
And a mother.
Envy is a simple, very powerful tool, and it's right at your disposal. Use it.
Is she telling her to use her femininity? I guess you gotta use what God gave you, I guess.
Alright.
That looks like a very put together Great Dane. Scooby has a lot of city miles on his face. Scooby really looks like he's been through some things. So this is like a very good, healthy Great Dane.
2 more minutes, huh? Alright. Breakfast is served. How about...
Give me your rookie rack.
Scooby snacks, huh?
That tiny? You doing my dude a disservice. He's a big guy.
Nordvald, you're gonna make me late again. Get dressed, move your ass, let's go. What is this mess?
I'm doing it, Dad. Zoinks, you don't have to baby me.
Zoinks, what? Zoinks? You know, when I was a kid, we said stuff like, yes, sir, or gee, Dad, I'm sorry. We showed some respect.
Yeah.
Gee, Dad.
You know what's crazy? I'm a dad and I say those kind of things.
Not so bad sounding like a human being now, is it?
No.
Finish up,
Respect your elders,
Can't
people.
only have the sheriff showing up late to the sheriff's office now, can we?
Dad? I'm fine. Head to work. I can take care of myself and head to school.
It's not gonna happen, pal. See, I had a phone call yesterday from Principal Summers' office, and it turns out someone's raking in lots of tardies and skipping classes, so that means you have only one tardy left before you get suspended.
Yeah.
And that means
Structure.
I have to baby you up and out of the house to make sure that you go.
Responsibilities. You gotta learn them.
It's not the end of the world going to school with your old man. I will even let you sit in the back seat with the other tardy convicts.
Truancy sucks.
Get dressed, let's go.
He's not gonna wash. I hope he took a shower the night before. Like Scoob.
I don't want your opinion anyway.
But you know what though? I'm not tripping. I like the subdued version. I like the subdued version of Scooby. I mean the Shaggy, excuse me. Gotta get those gains, man. Get it in. Pump more iron. Builds the metabolism. Wait, so it started out like that? So that was a real thing that happened? That was a real thing that happened? I thought it was like a flash forward.
There's that arm I've heard so much about. Look, boys. Turns out Jones can handle more than just balls. It's really a shame, though. All that power, and yet still terrible aim. Didn't Daddy ever teach you how to follow through? Oh, come on, Jones. Can't take a joke? Guess there's another thing Daddy didn't teach you, huh?
It's a bad joke.
Too late now. He went and got himself killed. Jones! Summers!
Oh, so that worked out. That worked out. He was about to get his head rocked. Speak about my daddy again. I dare you.
Saved by the bell, Jones.
I dare you. Say by the bell. Nigga, see me after school. See me after school. Ooh.
Are you in here?
I'm gonna rock this man's head in.
I have a package for you. It's out by the back door.
Maybe that's my coffee talking. I try to be subdued. Try to be subdued. Yo, I love the character accuracy. You know what I mean? Like, I love those thick glasses, and they're really paying attention to detail. I mean, Velma has such an iconic look. And this is another contrast between Velma's show. And what I'm liking is it's really growing the characters on their personal dynamics that they're going
I got held
through.
up in court, and you wouldn't believe the traffic. Harvey. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Bergman. Now that you've arrived, I take it we can proceed? Yeah, let's get started.
Thank you. So, as I was saying...
Was that Birdman? Is that Harvey Birdman?
Or more aptly put, where you go from here.
Thank you, Sheriff Rogers. As I'm sure you're aware, your parents left you everything in their possession, including the house. That might sound like an awful lot for a young man your age to handle, which is why we've come up with two options.
Now, according to the state of Ohio, Fred, you were legally allowed to emancipate yourself and continue to take up residence in your parents' in your home, or your aunt and uncle have agreed to take you in for the time being.
Where do they live at?
To live with your uncle. If you choose to live with your uncle, the house will of course stay in your name, but controlling interest will revert to him until such a time as you desire to take up residence.
What's the relationship with the uncle like?
Making sense?
Things that we need to consider.
Yeah.
Fred, there's no right or wrong answer on this, son. Take all the time you need. We just want what's best for you.
But ultimately, it is your decision. Choose wisely.
Yo, because like Harvey Birdman is part of Hanna-Barbera. Or he was Birdman, but then they made the attorney at law. So, like, is that Harvey Birdman?
Well done, ladies. I couldn't have come in better myself. You're all dismissed. Bye.
Yo, this show just reminds me of like the 90s. Like the 90s, like really casting older people for high school. Oh, they do it now too. The kids be like 20 years old now. But yeah. That's her boyfriend? Of course it is.
Of course I'm ready.
Let her love the jock who's a jerk.
That is so
Great
true.
trope. Great trope,
You're
by
the
the
queen
way.
of this school. Seriously, I hate you both. You're beautiful, elegant. You're like the picture of royalty.
That's our boy, King of the Red Devils.
Boo! Seth could eat a unit. He can eat a unit. Suck my unit.
And what a handsome king you'll be. As soon as you change this shirt. How many times do I have to tell you, if you wear a yellow shirt with your Letterman jacket, you look like Ronald McDonald. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Boy. Ladies?
Son, you a simp. You a simp. That's why we don't like you. Exactly. Extra pickles, my guy. Get the stepping. Love it. Love it. They really gave this man his Nickelodeon back. I bet you he got mad orange cassette tapes in there, man. This is dead air.
You're Fred Jones, right?
That's me.
Come to gawk at the newly minted orphan?
No, I would never.
Look, I'm sorry. It's just been a really rough day.
I get it. My dad.
I'm moving through this coffee, y'all.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I try to keep it through the reactions, but this is a long reaction, and this brew is really good.
Velma, right?
Yeah, actually. Velma Dinkley.
I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to gulp it down, and then I don't have no more coffee while I'm watching.
In the back of the class, so
We'll see what
no one can cheat off
happens.
your papers.
That was me. So, demonology, huh? Fascinating subject. Controlling and summoning demons from hell. Heavy stuff.
What are you talking about?
The Book of Solomon.
Oh, yeah. This is just a research paper that...
It's okay. My mom's superstitious too. It's
You
a
said
perfectly
anything about
normal
superstition?
coping mechanism for someone in your position.
Wow, yeah. Of course. Thanks for the pep talk, Dinkley. It was a lot of fun. I'll see you around.
Wait.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
crying too
I'm
much.
sorry.
Mind your business, shorty.
I'm not good at human interaction. At least that's what my mom tells me. And honestly, I agree. It's way too stressful thinking about subtext and intention and all the other aspects of conversation that can go terribly wrong. That's why I prefer the safety and security of my Mistress Science.
Hey!
Evidence in black and white that leads to only one conclusion. No gray area, just facts. I'm making a fool out of myself. Like I'm doing right now.
Not gonna lie, she just bodied that. That was just a great performance of even like embodying the character. Like she killed it. She
You
killed
saw
it.
something that night, didn't you? That's why you're in here researching demons.
Let it go, Dinkley.
It had red eyes, didn't it? Seemingly like hellfire searing your very soul.
How did you know that?
Yeah, word. Who told you? How you in my business?
Okay, hold on. That thing killed your father?
Allegedly.
What the hell does that mean?
There was never any proof. Jinkies, Fred, I told you, I'm not good at human connection. You were leaving. It was awkward, okay? I got nervous. My palms were sweating like all the signs of some sort of nervous breakdown. I panicked. I said the first thing that came to my head. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay, fine. Make up your mind. Was there a demon there the night your dad died or not?
Allegedly.
And that's all you're gonna tell me?
There's nothing else to tell.
There is from where I'm standing.
Yeah, what's the context?
My father
What's the
died.
background
My mom
behind it?
became obsessed with visions of this thing. She poured herself into paranormal research, trying to explain what she saw, but there was never any scientific proof or evidence that she saw anything. There's still
Because it's the intangible.
The only conclusion supported
You
by actual
can't
scientific
measure
facts is
that.
her grief fueled a hallucination that caused her to see a demon for closure. There are documented cases of this happening all over the world. People will believe anything if it leads to an explanation. But not me. Facts don't lie, Fred. Ghosts and monsters aren't real.
You know Starlight Cafe? Town Square?
Yes, it's right by my mother's bookstore.
Cool. Meet me there at 6. Okay? If you can prove to me that I'm wrong, I'll drop it. But if I'm right, you put that big brain of yours to use. Help me solve this thing.
Yeah.
But
6 o'clock, Dinkley. Don't be late.
why is
There's a crime afoot. We have to solve it.
That's right, you guessed it. It's your favorite principal here, Mr. Summers, speaking to you live from the main office. Now, I'd like to take this time to congratulate our very own Red Devils football team for another sweet victory last Friday night. Now, 2-1 is a solid start to the season. No cap. And I can feel a playoff berth in my bones this season. Especially with my son Seth, the heart and soul of the Red Devil football team. That's right. Seth Summers.
That's where we taking it. Why are they making me dislike all these characters?
So we win city last year and nothing. These guys win one game. They bring out the parade. But seriously though, I'm so proud of our boys. And speaking of football, I think we all know what this Friday night is, now don't we? That's right. It's our
You know who he looked like? He looked like Mecca.
You've all been waiting for.
He looked like Mecca from Power. Just slimmer. Daniel Sanjata.
An amazing year,
But he looked like, he could be like Mecca brother.
Now.
Or, what's the other bald man's name who looks like Mecca? Tahada.
praise.
He could be Lorenzo Tejada's brother.
Sophie Hansen, Melody Grace, Camilla Hemingway, Blake Bellows.
Thank God.
Okay. And finally, Ophelia Cartwright. Let's hear it for our nominees. Now, I will see all of you in the gymnasium for a yearbook photo. Everyone else, have an excellent day. And go Red Devils! Principal, out!
Yo, you seem like a fun principal, yo. Like all my principals are very like uptight and you know that? Does that look like a butthole? Anal. Anal, that's what I'm trying to say, yeah. So yeah, I didn't have no like really like fun like principals like that. They about to do a dance battle?
A little ahead of ourselves, aren't we?
Ophelia.
Daphne. Such a shame I'll have to humiliate you in front of the entire school when I win. What will Mommy and Daddy think? I think I'll quite enjoy it.
Dang, all that neck.
Girl. It's okay, Sophie. We can handle this. Oh, Ophelia. You spent so long claiming second best. Why stop now?
Not anymore, Princess. I can't wait to knock you off that pedestal you're so fond of. Starting tonight.
Dang, she got a lot of neck attitude that's going.
Everyone,
Girl, I'm about to knock your neck straight.
I'm declaring this party the place to be tonight. Let's go. You're welcome. See you there, Princess.
Even leaving. See you there.
Back boys, play first! Alright, Jonesy! Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Jones. That boy! Hey, that boy! Come on, son! It's like that wins championships. Hey, here we go!
Yo, so much like production like went into this. Like they really handled their budget really well. You know, to even get the baseball uniforms. You know, to even get that into production, you know? Getting all the actors, you know, getting the locations. Like, you gotta get a reservation for those locations.
Let's go, hustle, let's go.
And yeah, I just respect that they're building out more of the characters.
Defense like that wins championship, right?
And who their lives is, you know?
Don't stand a chance on Wednesday. Right? That's it. It's shot right up here. Yeah. All right, good stuff today, boys. Red Devils on 3. 1, 2, 3. Red Devils! Hey, Jones. I told you. I got you, Coach. See you in there. What's up, Coach? Man, you look great out there. Got a hell of an arm, kid. I don't think that's what you want to talk to me about, though. No. Listen, what happened between you and Seth Summers earlier? I don't want to know. I don't need to know. You got a lot on your mind, a lot of anger. That needs an outlet. See those foul poles? My jurisdiction ends there. I can only look out for you so far. That boy's father is the principal of the school, my boss. And if anything is to happen between you and Seth Summers, you are gonna get suspended. I can't have that. The team can't have that. They need you out there to lead them to victory. Can you do me a favor and stay out of trouble? I got you, Coach. Boy Jones, I gotta count on you. Proud of you. Parents were proud of you.
Yo, that was a fire conversation. Because it was like putting everything in perspective for this young man who's going through a turbulent time. And he didn't say nothing, like no lies to him. Like he could only do so much. Within the atmosphere of the school.
What's up, Doorbell? You plan on hitting that party tonight? Thought about it, yeah.
Man, get your hands off me! Of course I can, sucker!
What's up, guys? What can I do for you? We just wanted to make sure you,
Don't touch me!
I know. Keep the party interesting.
Refreshments.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not my game anymore. Turns out running Jimbo has its occupation masters. You're a tiny guy.
Yeah.
Wrong answer, you little prick. We know you. That's good enough for us. So let's try this again. Don't show up at the end. Got it? Got it, guys. That's more like it. And, bring something strong. I'm feeling crazy. You feeling crazy, Skylar?
Oh, I'm always feeling crazy, Dad.
Hey, yo, he kind of look like Vince Vaughn. He could be Vince Vaughn's brother.
Good time, will ya? What a loser.
Your mama. These nuts.
I know what I don't. I know what I don't. I know what I don't.
Fade to black, right? Fade in. Location. Cafe. Good job.
Wow.
Good job.
Excuse me?
I don't know, just must be exhausting to have to know the answer to everything. Or just relax.
This is relaxing.
Location, cut to, like, yeah, all of that was great.
Well, it turns out that hallucinations are far more common than I thought in situations like this. Studies show that people who experience or even witness traumatic events show a 75% higher chance of seeing hallucinations or supernatural events. Take, for example, Jonathan Jacobo, a perfectly healthy 35-year-old male from Springfield, Missouri. One day he's at his local bank.
It's a great headshot for this individual.
He witnesses
You think that's one of their friends?
brutal murder of two of the bank tellers, and in subsequent weeks claims to be contacted by a prehistoric pterodactyl demon. He says
that's a reference to one of they monsters in the show. That's pretty dope.
To cleanse the earth.
Pterodactyl, huh?
Precisely. And Jacobo's not the only documented case. In fact, there are many people who claim that they have seen angels or demons after experiencing something similar.
Okay, but I wasn't visited or contacted by a demon. I watched it murder my parents. That's a completely different thing.
But it's in the same vein. It's perfectly logical for you to give face to your grief. Gives you someone to blame. Yours just happens to have a semblance to my mother's.
Okay, and explain that.
Simple. Are you familiar with Benjamin Ravencroft's film Hellspawn?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, in that movie, the evil antagonist is the demon Asmodeus, loosely based on the ancient demon of the same name. Look familiar?
Where did you get this book?
In my mom's bookshop. It's just one of the many supernatural lore books that mention him.
There are more of these?
There's an entire demon section.
Let's go.
Fred, why? You asked me for...
You know what I'm liking about this? This is kind of like coming together with Nancy Drew, that's on the CW. I watched the first season, Nancy Drew. And if they're really doing a supernatural take, that show is reminiscent of that. Or this show is reminiscent of that. That, you know, and the crazy thing is about like Nancy Drew, like in the books, Nancy Drew solves regular cases and she's like a phenom and like being very observant.
This is the place.
And but in the show they put a twist on it to make it supernatural cases, and she's trying to bring the supernatural like ghosts or spirits at rest to solve their crimes.
I just really thought I was done with this.
I need the doji. Give me the doji.
Stay here. I'll be right back. It's close enough. You got the money? Right here. A little tense, huh? Is this your first deal? Nah, man. I'm just not a fan of this creepy alley. Most people aren't. You know, that's why I do all my business here. Complete privacy. So, what can I do for you, Shaggy? Shaggy. What can I do for you, Shaggy?
Call that man Norville.
Jingle jangle. Or maybe you're in the mood for something different. Something that'll really knock your socks off. Yeah, man. What's the strongest stuff you got? I like your sense of adventure. Man after my own heart. And this ought to do it right here. Joy juice? Exactly. Fresh off the line and of my own creation. That right there will take you on the ride of your life. It's a lucky charm in a bottle. And I'm feeling pretty generous today, too. 2 for the price of 1. What do you say?
Trying to get dub, we about to get lit. Pop the molly, I'm sweating. Nah, I love when the beat drop.
I was in Cabo. I went with like maybe 4 of my
Love when the beat drop.
You guys wouldn't know them, they go to a different school. But I was in Cabo. Where is Daphne?
Up your button around the corner. Remember that? Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Are you in college?
Yeah, are you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sounded unsure.
Take 15. They're late. I know I'm neglecting the party, Scoop. Right now, I'm trying to make sure there's a me left to run the party. Oh, yeah. Real mature.
Hey, Norville! Are you just talking to your dog?
Calms me down.
Cute.
Man, it's none of your business.
You guys are late.
What me and my dog got going on is between me and my dog.
Something like that.
Got the stuff?
I just feel like taking those drugs it's gonna get terribly bad for them.
You said you wanted something strong. That's the strongest my guys got. Brand new on the market. It's lucky charm in a bottle.
Nice job, Rogers. We'll be in touch.
Nah, man. That was for real the last time. I'm done with this shit. It's time to go straight.
This is the guy with bloodshot eyes staring back at me. What's the deal, Rogers? Huh? You score some for yourself, too. I'm sure Daddy would love to hear about that.
Y'all like how they playing on like the trope or like the idea that like Shaggy's a stoner?
Yeah, a little birdie, Norville. You want to risk it? Huh?
I would.
So you think real?
Yeah, I would.
About whose side you're on? Okay, Pumpkin.
Y'all not about to blackmail me, bro.
Mine.
Scooby, get him! Whoa.
You were no help, dog. Damn.
Take it over, Norville.
Damn. Very much a sucker punch. Dog, I'll be like, alright. And in my villainous ways, I'll call my dad and be like, look, there's some drugs here at the party. Hey, I'll ruin the party for them dudes, man. Yo, bro, you're not about to...
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
You're not about to act like you swinging something big, bro, and like not allow me to feel like I got
Devin and Skylar are buying jangles.
gumption about myself. Like, get out of here,
They're
bro.
gonna
Get
plan
out
on
of here.
Ophelia at the party. After that, one quick snap and a social media upload later, and Little Miss Perfect's drug problem is gonna be all over the internet. My dad will have no choice but to remove her from the running, leaving you with no competition and a clear path to the crown. My
Kids are
gift to you.
vicious, man.
What the hell are you talking about? She's gonna immediately point the finger at me. You have to call this off.
It's too late. The plan's already in motion.
It be like that. Sometimes you can't turn back from bad mistakes, man. Bad choices. It's like that sometimes. And we do really dumb stuff as kids.
What kind of bookstore is this?
Yeah, ever since my dad died and my mom began her quest into the supernatural, she's insisted we carry occult items. My business isn't booming, and it's just another expense.
Wow.
I mean, there's a whole market of people who are into, I'll just say it, witchcraft. I was going to try to say it nice, but maybe spirituality. You know, crystals and the occult. And there's a whole market for it. And if you're in a small town, I mean...
What language is this?
But she's probably drunk, and she's probably not marketing.
Read Latin?
Yeah, she studied it for years. She's the one who taught me. Of course.
What is it?
It's ancient Latin for summoning a demon. Just more of the same nonsense, chasing after a hallucination. Fred, this is what I'm trying to save you from. Do you want to end up like my mom, drunk and alone every night, looking for answers you'll never find? Because that's the path you're on.
Yo, she might be drinking her thoughts away. She hasn't processed it because she knows what she went through, and people are denying
Could be the key to proving that.
how she feels.
It would change everything. That's what you're afraid of, isn't it? Because if everything changes and science fails you, you don't have anything left. Just read the page, please. If I'm wrong and nothing happens, then I'll drop it, okay? I'll just chalk up everything I saw to some trauma-driven hallucination. But if this book leads us somewhere, Velma could be the key to finding out what happened to my mom and dad.
Because I need answers.
Maybe even your dad.
Okay, I'll read it. Help you find what you're looking for.
I would.
Numquid curae
If it's not explainable, like everything is on the table.
Keep reading.
Riditus autem memini. Where I facium not viva.
Oh dear God, where's Jesus? Jesus, save me now. Yeah, that's wild.
Now?
Beginning to come around to the
Lord of Lord, Kings of Kings, please deliver me.
What was that?
Yeah, that's wild. Oh my God. Fire. Fire. Do you remember him? Who's screaming like that? Is that him screaming like that? That is the Mariner.
Where'd he go?
From the old Scooby Doo stuff, bro. That is fire. Fire flame, bro. Yeah, that was great. That was great. So it seems like all of these characters are going to be real instead of just old white men with dastardly plots.
There you guys are.
Alright, there's 20 more minutes, y'all.
We got this now. Joy juice. Supposed to be the new big thing. Perfect. Don't let anybody see you with that. Get it to Ophelia. In her drink, directly down her throat. I don't care. Just make sure I can see her using it. Clear? Got it.
Thanks for the backup, buddy. You really nailed it. Oh, I caught you off guard, huh? What happened to all that hardwired police training? I know you're retired.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't want to fight either. Okay, be honest. How bad is it? Oh, wow. Thanks, buddy. Okay. I'm going in. What you want?
Hey, you know that would be fire though, like
You gonna stay here and guard the
like if they use him as a utilizing like detective dog, like a canine does. I mean, dogs are canines, but like the canine unit, like if he was a dog, like he could be able to help on solving crimes. It's fire.
Fine. But you only get one. Yeah, you're welcome. here. I'll be back in a minute.
It's a well-trained dog.
Excuse me.
No way. No way. It's the Hex Girls. Like, oh my
I didn't
goodness.
realize anybody was out here.
I didn't know they were here.
Hey, man, I'm not trying to be rude, but are you just gonna stand there and gawk at us, or are you gonna help us move this gear?
I will be a gentleman, ladies. Hello there. Nice to meet you. I've been a fan for a long time now. Where would you like this? Where would you like this?
I mean, at first glance, he looked like a minor.
My name's
There hasn't been
So like ladies, my name's Shaggy.
It must have come from the book. That's the only
I'll
possible.
be happy to help here.
Latin text have to do with an American minor.
The American
I have
Minor.
no idea.
That was wild.
But your mom might.
Fred,
What? It was her book. She's got to have some idea of what it does.
no, it's out of the question. We let it out, we can put it back in.
All right. So we do it ourselves. Where do we start?
The book. It's bound to have an
I'll do it
explanation.
myself.
That was my Thanos impression.
According to the text, we've opened some sort of portal.
A portal. Okay. I guess that explains Minor 49er.
You're naming it now?
Is there gonna be like 13
What kind
ghosts?
of portal are we talking about?
Okay, beware all mortals who recite this incantation. You have started the reconstruction of the 13 pillars.
13.
13 pillars.
13 ghosts. 13
It says here that
is bad luck.
will be sent ahead that knows only darkness and hard work. It says he's going to come to find the light and pave the way for the others.
The others? What did we open?
Well, if the text is to be believed,
Doors open both ways. I
and
mean, doors
if
work both
the
ways.
miner is the scout, then we've opened a portal to hell. The only way to fix it is to send him back.
Okay, so we have to send him back.
All right, let's get to work.
How do we do that? I mean, we don't even know where he is. He just disappeared. Remember, vanished into thin air.
I'll be like, oh my god! Like if I was gonna say, oh my god! Let's go! Let's do this!
He's gotta find light, right? So where's the most light in Coolsville tonight?
There's no light in Coolsville tonight. It's a Monday night. There's no games.
Not a game.
An event.
I'm sure this party has plenty of lights for him to clear the way.
Commercial break. Let me see them hips swing. Yeah, I'm really good at the dice dance.
Hey everybody, we're the Hex Girls.
I'm gonna cast a spell on you. You're gonna do what I want you to. Mix it up here in my bowl.
This is fire. I'm so happy that they reference this. And I'm gonna put a spell on you. Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost, y'all. Gonna put a spell on you. I would have never thought I was about to see this here. Actually, they was in the trailer, but I didn't know that they were going to be pronounced as they are in the show. That's great.
Hey, you look really pretty today. Yeah. You always wear these kind of...
I literally always wear yellow.
Wow.
She got to run over there. Get that cup out of here. Don't drink that. Yeah. She did it. Man, that drink. That drink.
Favor.
You.
Yeah? How How do you figure? That drink? What drink was what, Daphne?
It was full of calories, and all know you don't need any more of those.
Burn! I'm working on my caloric deficit as well. I feel that. We do not need empty calories 2023. Fire makeup job. Fire.
Keep your eyes peeled. Fred, what are you doing?
Nothing.
I said keep your eyes peeled.
Velma, he's over 6 feet tall and dressed like a miner. I think he's gonna stick out. Remember the plan?
Yeah, I head towards the spotlight while killing all the other lights. I move it towards a central location, drawing miner 49 into it. That's where you'll distract him while I figure out how to send him back to hell.
You use the name.
Are you sure this is going to work?
Just as a colloquialism, come on, man.
That's what makes it fun, right? Look, this place is way too crowded. We're gonna have to split up, a couple more ground.
Are you sure that's the safest course of action?
And you know what I like about them? Like, them two have always been gung-ho about doing it, of like solving the case. And Daphne has been supportive of her friends, and Shaggy was their friend who just happened to be in the situations. But I like how Velma and Freddy are at the forefront of trying to figure out how the scenario is. They took her gym! That's what it looked like. They took her gym! Well, listen to X-Girls, but I'm like, yo, they're very fine with him just being there.
Asshole!
Shout out to Fred. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where did that come from? Oh my god, he knows how to fight. Yeah. He's not just a miner. he can fight. Yo, and I think the 49er was like their first mystery as well. Like the first episode. So I think we're like staying within the lore, bro. Nice. Right in the nick of time.
What the hell was that? I heard it was a really methed out homeless guy. Sophie, I'm telling you, it was those assholes from Brew trying to scare us before the game. I don't know. Daphne, what do you think? Daphne. Oh, look who found some dry clothes!
That night changed everything. I wasn't crazy. Something was happening in our town. But even those of us who experienced it firsthand couldn't truly explain it. With a lack of evidence, the police formed their own theories. Eager to keep the peace and determined to make headway in their war on drugs, they found themselves a clear scapegoat.
Come in.
Sheriff, found a bunch of these all over the high school. Figured I'd bring one by. Could be a lead.
Shaggy presents. Who's Shaggy?
Might match that location we were looking at.
Go back to the station, text for address, and if there's any more, bring it back.
Will do.
Nicely done. Thanks, Bucky.
So they ignored the minor entirely, instead placing blame on this mysterious Shaggy, hoping it would lead them closer to the truth. And Coolsville did what it always does, moved on, like nothing ever happened. But what was clear to us was that our town would never be the same again. The 13 pillars, whatever they were, had been released from hell. And the fight against them was only beginning.
Straight shots to the head.
Gone.
It doesn't matter now. The pillars have awakened. It has begun.
That is a horrible phone call to get. And it was a landline too. I haven't seen those in a while.
Remind me again, why didn't we take care of this last night? Instead, we left this to two amateurs, and now we're left to clean up after them.
Patience, ladies. High Priestess Van Ghoul sent us here because the portal to hell is open. The scout was just the first to come through to this plane. If we are to collect the pillars successfully, we must maintain the element of surprise.
It's always more fun in the shadows. And
So that's why they didn't trip out. Because they know all about it.
Terra, Ventus, Ionis, et Air.
Shaggy's like, what the fuck am I seeing? Oh man, they brought him back. And they did it effortlessly too. I didn't think we was gonna get a post-credit scene. Excuse me.
One down, 12 to go.
Hey man, you're not supposed to be out here. What the hell?
Nice. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. Yeah, all right. So it's just the clap. All right. So with that ending, first of all, thank you for watching it with me. I know a lot of people don't have an hour of time for the day. So thank you. That's first and foremost. Also, Mystery Incorporated, like the group, the channel, what a beautiful job. What a great pilot episode. Y'all really took your time to craft something very well. As it being a pilot of introducing the world, introducing the characters, the background for the characters, knowing what their dynamics are and what they're going through, and then also bringing out how the arc of the show is gonna go. They have a trailer on their channel about having donations into their Indiegogo. I'll put a link down in the description so you can go to that and you can support it if you want to see a full season of this work. I'm highly anticipated for it. And everything that I enjoy, not only being a base of Scooby-Doo, but murder mystery and adding a little bit of supernatural, caters just to a good, good show overall. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And I want your voices to be heard. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps with the algorithm, and we're trying to grow the channel to build a community. And I'm going to bring this video to an end. I do have my last sip of coffee. And I want you to be you, do you, see the bigger picture. Have a fantastic day, because you deserve it. This is that channel. Peace.
Mouth on top, kung fu, Bruce Lee chop, moon rocks, go Red Sox, tryna go far like Boondocks, headshot, blunt stay high, talking shit, gotta pull up on a block, you fraud, I'm couch guard, know you got a tax like a state charge, safe house, safe house, safe house.